Alright, you guys, I am back with the Taurus, ooh, Taurus reading. I'm quiet as hell. Oyster! No, I'm quiet as hell. What's going on? Ooh, child. I knew that was gonna come out for y'all. Yeah, but I gotta get another one. I just need one more. Two of them hit the ground. Rabbit. Rabbit on the bottom of the deck. I'll read that for y'all. Hold on. Yes. Let me turn this to the side. Ooh. You got a beaver and a zebra. Zebra don't change its stripes. You got the hyena here. Yeah, I think y'all have seen me post a hyena. I always talk about the hyena, like the collective of people where you be grouped up with them, and it's kind of like people that use. It talks about the hyena using the spirit of gossip or being mean spirited and using sarcasm to hide the things that they actually hate. This is like people who are the reliance on others. It kind of gives me the misery loves company. Now, necessarily doesn't have to be you. This could be fire signs, but it could come off with the actions of certain things. For as the beaver, you got the water. You hear me say beaver in the dam, building a sense of like what they be doing with the wood, trying to build the dam and all those different types of things and flooding type emotions, like trying to close out certain emotions when it comes to that sense of the hyena. This is a zebra. You hear me say going back to the fire energy. It can fluctuate either way. It can survive in the most heatful pack is another pack mentality, like being around those different types of people, like the herd of people collective, because hyenas are more dangerous when they're in a group, and as well zebras are more protected in a sense of when they're in a group and not isolation, because they are good to be eaten up by every goddamn thing that's around them. Overall, we got the dragonfly. I forgot what the fuck this motherfucker mean, but I'm gonna research. I know what it was when it comes, but I'm gonna read that one. And then on the bottom of the deck, you hear me say we got the rabbit, and this is the turtle and the bear. This is heavy, going within. Could be the emotions, like wanting to retreat, retract, the within self, or the emotional aspects of just being in a sense of isolation. It's not even a time for bears to be in for the winter. This is the harvesting season where they're more collecting, eating out in the winter. But it talks about being in a heavy lethargic type space. Then you have the turtle, where you hear me say the turtle is a person that only repeats itself once. The turtle home is with them, so it's kind of like internally or within. And then you have the rabbit. You hear me say that goes off and talk about the fear, and not willing to be able to chase the fear away. So if you ever run into a rabbit in your life, please run straight towards that motherfucker, please. Like literally, please do run straight towards it, cause it'll chase the fear away. Now that's not saying like in the sense of your life, but just chasing that rabbit away. I'm telling you, it's like that's what it does. So if you see that omen of that, I'm telling you, chase it away. What am I using? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I said dragonfly. My bad. I said no, girl. I ain't using you right now. I don't know if I should. What's a dragonfly? That is air. My bad. Let's go to air. Let me go to air. Air. What's... Okay, that's air. My bad. Wouldn't it be smart if I did this at the end? No, I'm good. We get this over. Damn. I'm just playing. Dragonfly. It is the master of light, illusions, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient ethereal creature that awakens the sense of wonder in our life. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind as it is, and always moving and shifting and shimmering and changing. When a dragonfly card appears, it is worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, it sees clearly, joyful, and magical. So that's why I said it's kind of like, if it's not you, it's kind of like somebody else is the ladder. So it's kind of like you may be looking at this too close out. The hyena type, the pack. Where you kind of like, I don't want to go because I think it was something about how, never mind, I was going to turn this into weird, like how fast the dragonfly moves when it comes to flapping its wings and those instances of moving of time, of being able to stand still. Like, the exact with the hummingbird, like we really can't see, but if time was slowed down, like how fast they move in the sense of light, like how light comes across. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. That's why I said I was more into that type of, I'm trying to see what I want to read. I'm trying not to go here. I am. I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying not to go there. Baby, 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 baby. Stop. Oof. Justice and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so. And then you hear me say with that, moving into a sense of light and that fast swiftness and changing, you may just be fluctuating around, maybe because you got water, fire, doing something about the emotional aspects and air, thinking about it. Could be thinking overall, like you hear me say the thinking part, it's just self-reflection upon self, especially when we're talking about the bear or people or instances of who have this pack type mentality. So you could be looking like, ugh. You know, like that. So it's kind of like, ugh. I'm telling you, it's disgusting when you see shit like that. Alright. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That's why I said, yeah. 2 of Pentacles. Whew, yeah, my bad. Let me see what time is it. Baby, 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 baby. What time is it? I'm trying to see on my computer. Woo! Capricorn, Knight of Wands, and the Star. Oh shit! No. I'm trying to figure out the time on my computer. Pisces and the 5 of Wands. I say Pisces, the Moon and the 5 of Wands. Shit, I got some Page of Coins and the 2 of Pentacles. My bad, y'all. Come on, put it in. 7. It's 2:30. Yeah. Ooh. All right, boom. These a little thicker. 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yes, I like that though. Not saying that I liked it though, but it's just like when it comes to the emotional aspects or when it comes to everything that's around us, sometimes you have to learn how to focus on your own cup. Like you really do. Like I know as much as we talk about blending and the energy of alchemy and understanding of other people, whatever the case may be, even though like the hyena and the zebra like suffices on, like depends on other people for other things, but it's kind of like what can you depend on you for emotionally before it goes outside, because sometimes that's kind of like a self-reflection. So that's probably maybe what be going on like right now, like self-reflecting and looking around kind of like, oh my God. So it could be the home environment, could be with family, idea, you hear me say just people, just the actions or your own actions. You have Capricorn energy in the Moon and the 5 of Wands, so it's kind of like with this independently, it's kind of like being, it's kind of like these fears, worries, anxieties is unwanted, induced stress, or the illusion of something that could not be great, or to be able to start over, to not being an interest of. But with the hyena type spirit, you hear me saying the zebra and the beaver, it's not being in a sense of emotionally honest. So it's kind of like it's there, but it's like the opportunity, you're not taking it. Knight of Wands, Page of Coins, or you could see somebody doing this. Knight of Wands, Page of Coins, and you have the Two of Pentacles. It's like fluctuating, going back and forth. Like, do I stick to it? Do I know? Am I going to be honest, or I'm just going to be aloof when it comes to certain things, or I'm just going to be competitive? In the Knight of Wands, I'm just going to be jealous when it comes to the action base. This could be, like you hear me say, situations around you or dealing with, or could be self-reflecting upon self when money, instances, or relationships, like juggling parts of who you are and shedding. Then you got Aquarius, Nine of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. Yes, you hear me say about the Aquarian energy pouring into the waters. Like, this what it is. Like, people fail to recognize, like, when we talk about humanitarianism, if I have a well that runs deep from the ocean, and that's type of moments, and I don't have no problems in a sense of giving or pushing, a sense of, you hear me say, in a sense of light. It takes for me to go in to restore myself. Just like Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, when it's upright, it's kind of like in that moment you're trying to force somebody to see your sense of point of view, and somebody does not, or somebody may be doing it to you, and it's kind of like this, like trying to be, and this is the reasonable thing to do, and it's really not. So that's why I said it's kind of like, yeah, going within and understanding. Ooh. So that's why I say you may be seeing this or around you. Four of Wands, that's why I said that's there. Independently, like, you got to be able to know how to, I said, working with people. So you made the people around you or situations around you, make self-reflect. If it's petty, if it's gossipy, if it's drama, or being caught up in situations, like, it's reflecting that you are not a team player. So you're around people, when you hear me say, when the boat, like, if it's in day-to-day dynamic or situations outside, because it's not Pentacles and it don't give me work. This is a part of personality instances, right? So it's kind of like, if this is you when it comes to certain things, it's kind of like, yeah, it's showing you like, yep, this is what you like, and it's a part of you. That's why I said Four of Wands. You got the Six of Wands and the 2. 4 minus 6 is 2. That is 4, the teamwork. So the team you have accumulated, or the people you have accumulated, it's kind of like that independent type mind frame. You focus on the drive, the money, all those different types of things. It's kind of like, yeah. If you don't like the team around you, or people or situations, for its friendships and connections you have made out there, I said, just don't give me work. If it is work, okay. But you got Wheel of Fortunes and the Nine of Pentacles. So I said, this is that energy of you always being independent outside of a relationship, and not knowing how to pitch in that humanitarian type energy, thinking of others before you think of self. So that's why I said, it's kind of like, yeah, you gonna have to, if you like judging the people around you, and you wonder how did you get here, or the hate or the disdain, resentment, the hyena type energy, I'm gonna read that for y'all at the end. It's like, shit, they a part of me because I'm a part of them. That's why I said the 4 minus the 6 still equals the 2, right? And then you got the 2 of Cups, which is 4, but we seen the 4 of Wands is like going through construction, trying to do certain things, like not working with people, one-manmanship, like that type of energy. Like, it's showing you, like, hey, you're not a team player. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm laughing at how I say it in the voices. That's it. You got the Empress and the Ten of Wands. That's why I said this kind of the Ten of Pentacles, this self-loving, self-loathing type energy. If you may be dealing with someone or encountering someone like this, it is burdensome. Like, to know that it's like, okay, if you the rich friend, you always got the goddamn tab. You know what I'm talking about? If you the person that's always emotionally accountable, it's kind of like, god damn. So that will put you in a place to where you always have this resenting type energy. If you have somebody who speaks outside of term, or they always so they always so, what's it called, presentable when it comes to like intellectual type things, it's kind of like they will be like, damn nigga, just lose your hair. It's kind of like that's parts that you crave from within you. It's kind of like you don't sit with it long. So that's why I said it's like the the self-loathing, I ain't gonna say self-fulfilling type energy. It's a lot to deal with, and it possibly seem like, I'm gonna say 2 of Cups. it would not surprise me. I'm saying it would not surprise me if this. It would not surprise me if. Let me just shut the fuck up. I'm gonna see what comes out. I'm gonna say it wouldn't surprise me when it comes to the idea sense of love or relationship. Ace of Wands. It wouldn't. It would not. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly what you could be. That ain't nothing but the same 5 of Wands. Just hold on, we're going home. Going home. The Fool and the Knight of Swords. Just hold on, we're going home. Going home. It's hard to do these things alone. 8 of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm singing that. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and shit, I already had the 6 of Wands. My bad. Ace of Pentacles, you hear me talk about that peacock energy, paying attention to details, and the 8 of Swords. This is like the inner worth, inner beauty. Like, this is like being in struggle environments. Like, say, for instance, if you come from a dog-eat-dog competitive type energy where people take, they steal, where you wasn't noticed, you can do this energy to other people and not even know it. Because it's always had to compete, and you see people who come from large group families or lack of the poverty type mentality where they have to fight so hard for with them. So it comes to them knowing their worth, their inner truth, or being in its cutthroat environments. Over time, that shit blocks a lot of shit, and they become They come like the tyrant of people, to where it's kind of like, shit, I don't want to deal with them. Like, I'm telling you, and you don't want that name on you. That's all I gotta say. Or it could be a personal situation, though. You don't want it when the people who favor you with this 2 of Cups energy, to where somebody fancies, especially in a relationship matter or personal connection, to where they don't give a fuck. Like, that's when you know you have lost all bets. So let me just say that. You have the Hierophant, 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and you have the Judgment. That's why I say, ooh, you can dish it, but you can't take it. Not all Earth signs, because I love evolved Earth signs. I will always go back to that reading that we had in the beginning of March, and somebody was on that path, and they was like so dope. So I just want to say that, though. Like, that reading was so fucking beautiful. I never had a reading like that in my life. I was like, damn it. I thought I was going to pull it after that. I kept doing readings. I was like, just give it up. Just give it up. But I'm telling you, so if it's not you, you can just avoid these messages. But you hear me say earth signs can be very hypercritical, and when they get mad, they'll just start cussing and doing all these different types of stuff. They could be very judgmental, but when it comes to them in situations, it's kind of like they don't like to take it. It's kind of like, no. So it's kind of weird. That's why I said earth signs can, like, when they're evolved, they actually learn. It could be like a beautiful freeing process. But baby, when they don't want to and they feel like they right and they in this tyrannical type energy or the emotional tyrant, my way, the highway, ooh, look at that. They can't take it. And that could be difficult to deal with. That's what I'm saying. Like, the lack of accountability that is there. Like, you hear me say the 3 of Swords energy, that is upright, that is like hatred, venomous type energy. Like, ooh, you hear me talk about that spider, that's what I said, that's venomous. The emotionals, the hearts, the cobs, webs, having to clear out, letting go, grudges. Ooh, just grudges. Grudges. I'm sorry. You got Page of Cups, 5 of Cups reverse, and the Death energy. Like, this is being honest about emotional matters, to be able to push forward, to be able to let go of dead things. Like, when you hold on to dead weight, it deadens you emotionally and spiritually. When you just clinging on to certain shit and you wonder why you mad or pissed at certain things, it's kind of like, yeah, even though it's in a playful sense or whatever the case may be, or just healing the inner child, it's kind of like, yeah, this is being honest. Like, this is being very honest. Like, you hear me say, this is like the drainer, walking into situations, dealing with people. Like, you hear me say, look at that, though. Like, that's what you hear me say, like, the cutthroat being. And the sister sign with y'all is Scorpio. So it's kind of like operating in that Scorpio energy sometimes, and being 2 fixed signs can work against you. Like, look at that. That's why I said, look at that card. Like, walking and, like, cutting people's heads, but it's like the heads is still there, like, from the severed bone. So it's kind of like learning to let go of certain things. When we talk about grudges, the cobwebs energy. You got Six of Cups, reverse, Eight of Cups, and the Page is up swords. Yeah, that's why I said this is like something that's like teach. Oh, what come behind it? Wait a minute, because I left one. I told you this card so goddamn thick. Yep, though I said this is Ace of Swords. It's kind of like the Grim Reaper situations, or life, or divine, or karmically, metaphysically, whatever you believe in, God. Forcing is kind of like, yeah, get. It's not like saying get over it, but it's more like I'm gonna help you get over it. So that's why I said if you in this situation where you're very persnickety about people around you or situations that's not what it is that you want or you like, it's kind of like you gotta go to the past, but it's kind of like you stuck in the past. So when it comes to you manifesting relationships or going into a sense of awareness or being in the peacock trying to see the beauty in certain things, trying to create the newness and the freshness, it's like listening and being responsive. But you can't create new with old unless it was antique. And you won't let it get antique because it keeps reviving within itself, especially with the judgment and the death and the Six of Cups. So it's no need to just be like clear and just comes to bringing that shit back. Clear, clear. Is this what it is? It's kind of like clear. Somebody will not let it go. Somebody won't let go. Relinquish your sense of control. That's why I said this. Don't give me pentacles in it. I said this. Don't give me a work. Just give me more like a in-house, warehouse, body type tease, interpersonal relationships. That's why I said if it was money, I'd read it like that. Knight of Cups. So I said very honest. If it was money, I would say that though. It gets me like, woo, baby got some demons. I said that out loud. My bad. But my bad. Eight of Cups and the Five of Swords. They go to energy. Self-sabotaging, trying to see the beauty in certain things, trying to make things painful as possible when they don't have to be. Like just free flowing, smooth. Like look at it. It's a sword in the bottom. It's a sword in the top. Like it could be free flowing. It could all. And then there's two swords surrounding it in defensiveness. Like ready to just, and it don't have to be. Like this is somebody that's like, that's all I gotta say. Heartbreak, ooh, on a full moon. Five of Pentacles and the Fool going back to the number 0, -5 plus +5. It gives you the Fool. What number's right there? That is 0. Taking a risk. Seeing the certainty, starting over, being new, taking the freshness. Like when people see that Fool card, or you trying to take new strides, and like this nigga ain't got nothing but a damn dog. Like a dog, the sun, the world is behind him. His foot is on the rock, possibly got some water or food in a bag. That's like being prepared to get life to take you on this journey so you could be able to, especially with the Hermit, and the Hermit is trying to highlight the way, especially going within to understand certain things, inner light, and give a sense of wisdom. But damn, I'm trying to flip these thick ass. Yep, though I said Hangman and the Ace of Cups. This give me makeup to break up. And especially with that hair front, this kind of give me like somebody in the same sex relationship and y'all make up to break up. If you're not in the same sex relationship, it's kind of like you make up to break up and use sexual type matters to constantly fix the type of issues that don't get nowhere. This Knight of Cups, somebody is very sexual or hyperly sexual. I will just say that though. But this Hangman and this Ace of Cups, like this is somebody where it's not my fault. It's not my fault. You get what I'm saying? And then you have to constantly offer to them, and it kind of gets annoying as hell. That's what I was gonna say. I'm sorry if I read it like that. Eight of Pentacles and the Strength. Yeah, that's why I say it's kind of like a person is getting sick of you, or you getting sick of somebody else. Like somebody wants to tell somebody, let go of the pride, let go of the ego. It's very annoying. Like just show the real you. Being an asshole 24/7 is cool, but if you in an interpersonal relationship with friends or lovers, like this person or the person you with, they don't want to see that this is what made you to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? Like if you dealing with a dog world where it comes to like this Pentacles energy, putting in work and all these different types of things, where you got people, you hear me say pride, show wisdom, you hear me say Six of Wands, creating money, fame, stature, all the different types of shit, right? That's what that card mean. But over time, it inflates the ego. It creates this sense of importance to people who are more valuable than a dollar. Not saying that you have to go broke behind them, but it's kind of like the interpersonal, the kids, the connection, the family, the mother, the wife, the husband. That energy where somebody's like, look, I'm sick of this, and it just gives me like a tap out energy. So it's kind of like, as well as that resentment or hateful, that sarcasm type energy, it's kind of like, I'm telling you, I bet you it's boomeranging back to you from a partner or interpersonal friend. Like somebody's like, cut the shit, I'm over it. Can we call a spade a spade? Because you got the Lovers reverse, High Priestess back at that sexual energy, and the Seven of Pentacles. Like this here, like this is not being accountable, secretive, not wanting to get to know, and it's kind of like over time, this is what's breeding from that. I'm gonna pull a couple more and then I'm done. Like that's the relationship foundation. Like it really is. Like it really does. Like the relationship foundation is kind of like, we fall out, we make up the breakup, we're gonna have a little sex, it's cool, I know they ain't going nowhere, da, 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 da. Like that type of energy. And it's kind of like, oh well, I want us to have a new, or even if it's not sex or interpersonal with a person, to where interpersonal with a person where you trying to keep it a being with them, and it's kind of like, no. You hear me say Queen of Swords in this deck, she ready for war whenever, especially verbally, don't know how to bag down, whatever. And what the justice is her way, the highway, or whatever the fuck she feels right. I'm sorry, I just gotta say that. So it's giving me like high defensive energy, and at the same time, somebody or a partner is like annoyed, and it's not in the sense of where you hear me say like somebody trying to demonize you, because it will feel like that. I'm telling you, it will feel like somebody trying to make you feel like shit. I'm telling you, I would feel it on the cards. It's really not. Which is oddly though, because Capricorn, I felt that shit, so I think this was them projecting this onto somebody else. Anywho, but you got Temperance, King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. That's what it is. Somebody just wants some emotional exchange, or finally to get you to give something, but it's kind of like you too stubborn to be able to let it go. Look at the grip on that goddamn thing. Like this person, you could easily give me my shit. Like when you tug or something, it's like, you say I got this, it's a quick pullback, but if I'm gripped, it's kind of like I can pull it. That's what it gives me though. Like the Temperance, King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like, yeah, that energy there, the emotional aspects, peace, it's peace. It's like knowing how to give and receive. Knowing how to give and receive though. That's why I say it's like accountability, knowing how to receive and give and exchange. It could be financial type matters, but it really don't give me financial type matters. It's control. Like look at how you hear me say the Queen of Swords is trying to defend her sense of throne. And it doesn't have to be a her, it's a person. So it's like needing to know how to deal with challenges that may stem from your own insecurities. Capricorn reading will go good because Capricorn came out in this. So it's like needing to deal with your own sense of insecurities. And you may feel like, I'm not insecure, for it's how you look. But insecurities could be deep down in anything, like for never being told that you matter, or feeling like you matter, or being showed, and those type of things. Like you see people that they never had shit and they get shit, and then they be like, oh man, nobody never did that for me before. And they may have never said something about it because they was in a position of pride or ego, thinking they was going to get it. But it's just knowing that you really care, and not saying, oh, okay, this is nice, or never being appreciative of nothing, even if it's little. So that's why I said the accountability and that energy that's there. But it don't give me something bad though. Like somebody just, I'm telling you, this reading don't give me like somebody just trying to beat your ass, humiliate you. Five of Pentacles that come up right. Five of Swords, you hear me say, Seven of Swords, and I said this don't give me like it's this somebody out to get you. It's just like you probably out to get yourself, and it's showing. So I'm not saying like that to enable some sense of somebody, but it's like ain't nobody on this deck really trying to get you like that. Somebody trying to get you to receive your own sense. So that's what it feels like, trying to get you to give. Let it go. So we're going to do the hyena. It is fire. I'm going to read that to y'all. Heartbreak. Why am I saying? Sorry. That's my baby daddy. Not really. Because I ain't having no kids by him. He know that. Anywho. But I said, it's not nothing bad, though. It ain't nothing bad, but if you take emotional accountability as suck shitty, then whew. And keep in mind, this don't have to be you. This could be somebody else. You could be pitching this to them. So remember that. That's why I said hyena. Humor, wit, or sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it is time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm or humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide your old resentments in a relationship or to mask things that you feel uncomfortably discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, it is charming, witty, and fun to be around. That's why I said this don't give me like work, anything. This is an interpersonal relationship. So this could be you, a friend, or somebody else in a relationship where somebody's very annoyed. That's what it kind of gives me home or love and matter, and interpersonal, not work. I said that. When out of balance, it is scrappy, petty, and suspicious. But you can Google that also too about the hyena spirit or whatever the case may be. The pack, you can Google that. Other than that though, you guys, what time is it? It is 2:53. I'm gonna take my break and I'll come back with the Virgo reads. I don't wanna, cause I know it's gonna say the same thing, and I hope the messages come through like something else, y'all. Cause I'm telling y'all, it's like, ugh. I used to be biased, you hear me say, when it comes to like Virgo readings. Not just two specific people, and it be like, ugh. Like, you know, you be telling somebody something like I'm telling y'all, and you can take it with a grain of salt or not. Like, the message apply when the fuck it apply. It ain't like I'm trying to force it down your throat, like spoon feed you it. No. But, it apply when it apply, right? So, because you done said it so much over time, and you seen everybody else, this how it be. And the message may be for other Virgos, but it's just these two that when it comes to the messages, I be like, didn't somebody just say this? Didn't I fucking just say that? So that's what it be feeling like. And I be like, ugh. So it kind of takes away the enthusiasm. So remember, I just had to get it out. Remember the hyena, being honest about your emotions. The pack, being around other people, feeling solidified. You hear me say that crowd pleaser type energy. Think of Lion King when he was like, Mufasa, Mufasa. You hear me saying Mufasa really was a shitty ass dude and he treated them shitty. So they could be you or the reflection of certain people. You like, damn, this person really fucked up. Or somebody may be saying that about you. You hear me say the beaver, it builds the dam to close out the sense of water to be able to stand and also utilize it when it wants to, not to just close it out. The dragonfly, you hear me say that it's the light being shed. And I also said, remember the fear and the turtle about what's going within in your own emotional aspects. Do not be trying to use sleep, eating, snacks, and being a fixated sign, trying to avoid your sense of problems. Could be money. All right. So with that being said, or substances, because hyena is all about being sober. So I'm not telling you to stop smoking or drinking or whatever your drug of choice that you use. Okay, I gotta put that out. But clear mind process, freeing, flowing thoughts. Like I am one with me. So that's all I'm trying to say. So other than that, you guys, I am gone. See y'all later with all the air signs next. We're going to say water next, because I always do the water first. And they be like, why you do the water first? I'm like, because I'm a water sign. I want to see. Other than that, though, that's it.